Hi girlies, welcome back. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you end up liking it. Today we're gonna be talking about things that I did to feel more feminine as I stepped into my feminine journey of just soft life and becoming the woman that I wanted to be. So I've already done a video, which I'll link up here, of things that I stopped doing to allow me to step more into my feminine energy. But here's kind of like a part 2 of more things that I did to make me feel more feminine. This is gonna be more things that I've done, like kind of like practical on the day-to-day and not just mindset, but there'll be some mindset stuff too. So the first thing that I did to allow me to be more feminine is to heal my inner child, my wounded inner child, the part of me that kept me in this masculine energy, this fight or flight, this survival mode. I talked about this in one of my videos, I'll link it up here, about the reason why you are still in your masculine energy and it's very hard for you to get to your feminine. And a lot of the times it's because there's a part within us that just does not feel safe to step into this feminine energy. And so that is the first thing that I did truly to be able to step into this divine feminine energy journey of just like being a woman and just learning like who I am and like all of the things that I'm interested in. The second thing that I did was learn about femininity because I didn't really understand it. I thought what feminine women like was just like you look really pretty and very classy and you like live a luxury life and you're really girly. Like that's what I thought feminine woman, feminine energy, anything with the name feminine meant. But like a part of it is, but a lot of it is the mindset and your energy in which you go and flow through life. And so I had to learn like what is feminine energy and what is masculine energy. So I did that a lot of different ways. I have a lot of books that I got off of Amazon. If you want to see my book recommendation list, you can go to the link in the description. I have that on my Amazon shop. I constantly am listening to podcasts and videos like this and other women in the space of the feminine YouTuber space, I guess, that teach you about femininity and the pillars of what it means to be a divine feminine woman and what it looks like and how we think and how we act and how we express all of these things. I really just got curious and I did my research and I am constantly still doing it. And if you guys want me to make a video on that, I totally can. And I did this and I'm currently still doing this on a day-to-day basis. Every time that I'm listening to a podcast, whether I'm driving to work or I'm going on a walk or I'm just like doing dishes or something, I'm listening to something to do with feminine energy and learning more about it and just like how to learn how to embody feminine wisdom, divine, all that kind of stuff in general. Another thing that I did to become more feminine is to acknowledge that I have an infradian clock. I have different cycles throughout the month that I'm going through, different phases in my cycle, I should say, that I'm going through throughout the month because I am a female and I can reproduce and you know the drill. And doing that, just acknowledging like you're a female and you menstruate and you ovulate and you go through all these different phases throughout the month, it just kind of reminds you like, hey, like you are different and this is an expression. You can step into this expression of feminine energy by living and understanding your cycle and your moods and your hormones and how they fluctuate and how to support yourself throughout each phase. And I think that's so beautiful. So just acknowledging that, hello, not only do I have a circadian rhythm, I also have an infradian rhythm and I have different phases of my cycle that I'm constantly going through. Another thing that I did was to allow myself to start wearing colors. Right now I'm wearing gray, but usually like I'm wearing a blue or a pink. I like blue, pink, and yellow. It just goes good with my skin tone. But moving from just so many neutrals like black and gray and actually incorporating some type of color and pop of color into my life, I think has made me feel like more feminine. And also just allowing myself to feel done up and like doing my makeup and taking photos. Like those are things that allow me to feel more feminine and clean and girly and just an expression of who I want to be. Again, us women, we are so diverse and we have so many ways in which we express our feminine energy and like, you know, you can look like a Rihanna or you can look like a Marilyn Monroe or like there's so many different ways in which a woman can look and express her feminine energy. So like you don't have to be super girly and super pink and wear florals and all this kind of stuff to be deemed as somebody who is feminine, but just really seeing where your intuition and the pull that you have into the direction of different colors and fabrics and how you like to do your hair and your makeup, like go in that direction and allow yourself to express yourself. Another thing that allowed me to be more feminine is to get my nails done. And if you can't get your nails done because they're expensive, to do your nails. Like I used to be somebody who like I ebbed and flowed into like getting my nails done and then not getting my nails done, and I'm also a server, so sometimes doing my nails on my own, it just like ruins the nail polish and I end up like thinking it's a waste of time. But honestly, every time that I get my nails done and I do my toes, I feel like a woman, and that is literally just what it is. And so I think it's important to pay attention to these small little things that make you feel more feminine. Another thing is to like wear rings and bracelets and like jewelry, things, whatever. Again, I used to ebb and flow into wearing these things and not, and sometimes they'd be like, oh, it's just too much effort to put on a necklace or a bracelet or wear rings and stuff. But every time that I wear this stuff, I feel more feminine. I feel like more of a woman, so powerful, so just, hello, I am here and you can see me. Versus when I'm not wearing this stuff, I almost feel like, you know, like don't see me, you can't see me, like whatever. I don't know, I like it. So that's something that has really helped me feel more feminine, is just to wear some type of jewelry. Another thing is to wear perfume. And again, like smelling good and looking good, like it just gives you that energy of like, hello, I'm divine, I am here, you can see me, you can smell me, I am great, I look amazing. All of that kind of stuff just really helps you get into that flow. Another thing that I did was to start to look in the mirror and just like look at my body and kind of like point out and appreciate and send gratitude and love to all of my body, like my curves, my cleavage, my butt, my legs, everything about me that makes me so woman. Like I just look at myself in the mirror and I just acknowledge like, you are so beautiful, you're so womanly. And that's not to mean that I look in the mirror every day and I'm like, oh my gosh, you have an amazing, perfect body. I start to look in the mirror and I just appreciate the fact that like my body is just very womanly. And that does not mean that you need to look and you need to have the biggest boobs and the biggest butt and like the curviest whatever. It's just to look at your body and be like, you are a woman. If that is what you want to acknowledge yourself as, then that is what you are, and that is what you are. And I think that's so beautiful, just to kind of recognize and just send gratitude and love to yourself in the mirror. Another thing that allowed me to be more feminine, which kind of touches on the first thing that I did, was to work with a somatic therapist. And a somatic therapist is different than a regular therapist, like a talk therapist where you're just kind of talking and you're very heady. Like you're actually getting into the body and you're learning how to be comfortable around somebody who has a regulated nervous system. And this is important because it's hard sometimes at first if you are somebody who's gone through trauma and things like that. And I would suggest you do your research on somatic therapists, but you're learning to actually be seen by somebody else, which can be very difficult and hard for some of us. You know, like we've gone through life and we cover ourselves up in different ways, and we bring ourselves down, we suppress ourselves, and we don't open up and take space and be allowed to be seen in our lives. And working with somatic therapists, like that is their job, to be there and kind of bring you out of this suppressed fight or flight scarcity body and mindset. And it's really helped me be comfortable in my body and allowing somebody to see me and to bring somebody close to me and touch and feel okay and feel deserving and learn how to receive a touch from somebody else. It's very beautiful and it's very transformative, and I think it's important that we do that type of work when it comes to learning how to be an embodied feminine woman. Because the thing is like, I think a lot of us, especially the women that I know that you guys are, like we're very much so in our heads a lot. You know, we do a lot of mindset work, we do journaling, and we do affirmations, and we do all of this kind of head stuff, which is important and it's great. But to be truly embodied and to be that feminine energy, like the divine feminine is embodied. She has a deep relationship to what her body feels and gives to her. She takes signals from what her nervous system is feeling. calm or not calm. And I think it's really important that we learn how to bring our attention to our bodies, which a lot of us are scared to do for so many reasons, different traumas, you know, we feel ashamed, all this kind of stuff. But again, bringing our awareness to like, hello, you are here, you're worthy of being seen, this is what your body feels like, all that kind of stuff. Getting in touch with our bodies more is really important if you want to step into really truly being that feminine energy, and it's so powerful. So those are some of the things that I have been doing and continue to do to allow me to feel more feminine on a day-to-day basis. If you guys want me to expand on anything that I've talked about in this video, let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Not only if you give this video a thumbs up, it will help me like understand that you like this and you want to see more of, but if you're somebody who wants to find even more people on the internet, like especially on YouTube, that talk about the same things that I do, if you like this video, it's gonna give the impression to your algorithm that you want to see more of this content. So when you go to your home page or like on the sidebar, you're going to start to see more videos like this. So it's important that you're engaging with this type of content, of course, to let me know like what you want to see, but also that your algorithm gets curated so that you're seeing more of this type of content, and that's what I do as well. So yeah, don't forget to like and let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!